All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dad's on Wrestling number 45.
2 in a week.
I know, 2 in like 2 days. This has got to be like a record.
It has to be, and it won't ever happen again.
Until the next pay-per-view.
Damn it.
Anyways, I'm the Renegade of Wrestling, JJ Williams.
I guess we're trying to sell the No Gimmicks Needed nickname on me, but I don't want to dishonor Chris Candido like that. That's wrong. So, no nicknames necessary.
I was going to say, I got a tweet from his widow.
I know you did.
Anyways, we're here.
Cool people.
We are here today to talk about the Vengeance pay-per-view.
Is that why we're here, really?
Yes, it is.
Can we bitch about TNA some more? That was
now, Statboy has already given his predictions.
Yes.
And apparently he seems to think that he's like the heavyweight champion of this house.
Yeah, I saw the belts. That was interesting.
Statboy, you are the cruiserweight champion in this establishment.
Did you not see the belts we had? We are the Internet Tag Team Champions. We are going to be the Broskies of the week. You know it.
You trying to steal our thunder, trying to become Zack Ryder's broski. No, this isn't an in-house storyline. It's just a little ribbon at our buddy.
Yeah, trust me. I've done my storylines.
Yeah.
That was wrong.
Storylines are lame.
That's right. They're lame.
So anyways, first match on the card is Christian versus Sheamus.
So what's the next match on the card after that?
You know, I used to be a big peep, but I've just gotten really tired with the way they've saturated him. They've watered him down. They've made him a joke and a baby. And granted, when he was the European champion doing the crybaby thing, it was kind of funny.
It was funny, yeah.
But for him to go back to that after all he's accomplished since then, I just think it's a huge disgrace to him.
And to
I'm going to go with Sheamus.
I said this on during SmackDown, whatever day this is going on, probably Saturday, so yesterday. I was doing this during SmackDown. I was tweeting about this. They had a tag match, Christian and Dolph against Zack and Sheamus. And the person I cared about the least is a former 2-time NWA champion, a former 2-time ECW champion, a former 2-time WWE World Heavyweight champion. I could give fuck all what happened to him in that match. And what happened? He ran away like a little bitch.
Not to mention Intercontinental,
tag,
European, tag, light heavyweight.
Hardcore.
Yeah. Let's not forget all those accomplishments, too.
Well, I was just going for the world titles, because those actually...
The guy that carried Edge's trophy when Edge won the King of the Ring is that guy, too.
Yeah, that's right. He was Edge's trophy bitch.
But...
led to what was going to be a great storyline where they broke up, and then it just made another Alliance versus WWE feud. It was bad.
Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes.
I'm picking Sheamus, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes.
This is another one that is meaningless only because, A, the title's on the line, and it's more meaningless if Randy wins.
I completely agree. You know, they made a big deal at the last pay-per-view about Cody Rhodes resurrecting the IC title and then immediately defending it when he wasn't prepared and retaining it.
Whoop Jomo's ass. That was
and
awesome.
Ever since then, I don't think he's defended it.
Nope.
And now he's in this feud with Randy, and, you know, like you said, it's not even for the belt.
Nope.
I totally think this match should be for the IC title, and I totally think Cody should go over,
I do.
Whether it's for the belt or not.
I agree.
I don't think Randy has anything really to gain. As big of a Randy fan as I am, I don't think Randy has anything to gain by beating Cody Rhodes.
No, because at the end of the day, Cody got his biggest rub before now by being Randy's bitch.
Yeah.
So if Randy beats him, I beat my bitch.
And if Randy wins, all it really does is discredit the Intercontinental Championship.
Exactly. And that's the last thing you need to do right now.
Seriously, right now the IC and US titles mean more than the world titles.
They sure do, especially with guys like Cody and Dolph holding them, which we'll get to the US title.
Yeah. Next match I have
Cody,
here.
by the way.
Cody, okay, and I'm also going for Cody.
Okay.
Next match that we have here is tag team match, The Awesome Truth versus CM Punk and Triple H.
Oh, okay, so we're going down a different path. Okay. I was bringing this up with everybody earlier. They've built this Punk Triple H thing up so much that if they lose, credibility is lost. Because Punk and I get that Awesome Truth is the established team. They've been around for a minute, for more than a cup of coffee. They've been doing very well. But Punk and Triple H are much like, I dare say, like Dusty and Nikita.
Okay.
They are the superpowers.
Okay.
They are the guys who came together over a common enemy, whoever's the conspirators, Johnny Laurinaitis, and decided, you know what, we are better together than we are apart.
Yeah.
And if Truth and Miz beat them Sunday, then it does make Truth and Miz's tag team, no question about that. But then what does Triple H have to gain as COO? Because he still is a COO. He still is running day-to-day, storyline-wise. Even though he really is, too. It's a Hall or whatever. And where does Punk go from there? Punk has been built up this entire summer. June 27th until now, he has been the guy. Not Cena, not Alberto, not anybody. Punk has been the guy since June. If he loses a highly motivated tag team match like there is Sunday, then he's fucked.
See, normally I would agree with you on this one. I think the Awesome Truth is going to get it, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I think Triple H and Punk, specifically Triple H and whoever the co-conspiracy is, I think they've been sticking it to Miz and R-Truth for a while now.
True.
And I think that Miz and R-Truth need to gain a one-up on Trips and Punk so that when they roll into Survivor Series and we've got Punk, Trips, Rock, Cena, and whoever else versus what is more than likely going to be the anti-establishment WWE team of Nash, Miz, Truth, possibly even Laurinaitis coming out of retirement to wrestle. Who knows? There's even more on the line for the WWE establishment. I'm thinking long term here, and I think the Awesome Truth is going to get the one up, probably with shenanigans.
Oh, definitely shenanigans.
Whether it's Laurinaitis, or it's Kevin Nash,
or it's whoever,
or whoever it is. But I think it's going to be the Awesome Truth.
Because remember, you bring that up, and it kind of joggles the hamster a little bit, get going a little faster in the head here. One of the few times before Nash got fired and Nash attacked Punk, who beat him up first? Miz and Truth. And then Miz and Truth kind of just like backed off, and here you go, here he is on a platter, Big Kev. So, hearing that, the wisdom of the Renegade has swayed me. I will go with the Awesome Truth as well. And I pray to God at Survivor Series, if Laurinaitis does come out of retirement, we find a way to sneak into Madison Square Garden so I can punch him out in the face. Another
thing that's making me think about Laurinaitis actually lacing the boots up one more time is that I've been hearing strong rumors that Austin may end up being the fifth man on Team WWE.
Triple H's too.
And we've all established who invented the Stone Cold Stunner?
The Ace Crusher himself. That's true.
Right there is all the motive needed. Aside from Laurinaitis versus Triple H, you've got the inventor of the stunner versus the one who made it famous.
Yeah. And, another guy that's been thrown around the name-wise that could be part of that is the guy that's making his return on that 3-hour Raw. We found out, courtesy of the Devil site. Mick Foley is coming back on a 3-hour Raw. It hasn't been advertised for WWE, but it's advertised in the local market. Which local market advertises, generally it happens. Yeah. And they want to make sure that people sell out. So if Foley's going to be involved in any part of this story, I'd love to see Foley break Ace's arm like he did in the 90s.
There you go.
Just to piss off Mrs. Baba.
Divas Championship match. Beth Phoenix defending against Eve.
Go ahead.
I think, hands down, everyone knows that I'm going with Beth Phoenix. As much as I do like Eve, I think in comparison to all the other Barbie dolls, she's the most anti-Barbie doll of the Barbie dolls. But I think Beth just got the belt, and I think she still has a lot of proving to do to the other divas before she drops it. She probably will drop it to Eve, just not.
When did Kong announce her pregnancy?
Shortly after Mania. It was like April.
Okay. 4 + 9 is 13, which is February. It's now October. My head says, let Beth run over everybody like Kong was supposed to do. And then when Beth thinks all is secure and right in her world, here comes Big Bad Kong to take her down.
That's very possible. That is very possible because before they fucked up with her, I swear I thought that Kong was going to be brought in by Gail Kim to help Gail get the belt back.
Wouldn't that have been awesome?
But they done fucked that up by not using Gail.
Making her
finally
quit.
Released her.
That's a great part. She showed up in October on Impact because her contract expired in September. She didn't have to wait the 90 days.
I know she didn't.
She wasn't released. Her contract just straight up expired. She was like, fuck you, I'm gone.
Yep.
She was gone before that. She was on TV. She's like, I'm not showing up to work. You can kiss my big fat Asian ass. Oh, not fat ass. She's got a nice ass. She got a nice ass, yeah.
It's a tight ass.
She almost had an order malfunction like Beth did. 2 days straight of almost order malfunctions.
There you go.
Good stuff. Good times.
Good day, Tater.
And the camera woman is texting.
So officially you're going Beth?
Officially, I'm going Beth.
And
I will continue to go Beth until Kong returns.
It seems like we're agreeing on every match so far. This is sad. I thought the one match we were going to disagree on, I ended up swaying you over to my side.
You know what? And that's fine, because you know what? We don't agree a lot on football. We got to agree on something.
This is true. Yeah. Tag team titles, Air Boom versus the All-American Perfection.
Yeah, Burger. Yeah. I will let you take this one.
God damn it, Jack in the Box.
Seriously, it's all their fault.
Even I liked that burger.
They took it away, and now they got that freaking big ass. It's a Western bacon cheeseburger from Burger King or Carl's Jr. Excuse me. They had raped.
I love what you said when we went in there the last time. You were like, "So what is this new burger?" And they described it. You were like, "So what's the Western bacon cheeseburger?" The guy behind the counter was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't worry about it. I don't like it from the other place either."
That was
fucking priceless.
See, this is why we need to have this thing on us 24 hours a day, because shit like that goes down and we don't have it on film. We can tell the story, it's great and everything, but right there, live reaction is just so much better. But yeah, I'm going to let you decide, because I basically was going to steal your idea if I take it by myself, because your theory that you stole from somebody else is
yeah, and I'm going to give credit.
Okay.
On Twitter, the guy's name is Aztec_AKY.
Oh, it was him. Okay, yes, that guy is a great viewer.
He is the one that was basically like, I think Dolph is going to be a double champion for a few minutes, and and then end up losing the U.S. title. And I completely co-signed to that theory. I think that the All-American Perfection with Vicky Guerrero is going to become tag team champions, and then Dolph is going to lose the U.S. title. The only thing I don't know about is the order of the matches. I don't know if he'll actually be a double champion, or if he'll fight Zack first, lose, and then be so pissed off that he lost, he's just going to go out there and fucking annihilate Air Boom.
The thing they need to do with the arrangement of the matches, whatever they do, they cannot have Dolph's matches back-to-back.
No.
Especially if the tag title matches first. Because then Dolph is tired, Dolph is worn down, Dolph is vulnerable.
And completely discredits Zack as a viable champion.
Exactly. They've already discredited Zack enough as far as the announcers and everything, saying he's the internet champion, blah, 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 and he's nothing really. If he beats a beatdown U.S. champion, it ain't worth shit.
Exactly.
But I do say
Zack.
Zack's
how many Money in the Bank people have cashed in their briefcases after the champion's been beat down?
But that's the idea of Money in the Bank.
True. I'm just saying there have been champions higher than a U.S. champion that have taken advantage of that situation.
I agree.
So who's to say that we won't have, the tag titles? We won't have All-American Perfection win. Teddy Long come out. It's the Mac Militant. Let me holler at you, player. Your U.S. title match starts right now. Ring the bell.
And that's another thing that bugs the living shit out of me. Where does the U.S. title live? On Raw. Who booked the U.S. title match? SmackDown GM. Bullshit.
I think they only did that because the fact that Zack is the assistant to the SmackDown GM.
Which is stupid also.
We get a chance to see Zack on 2 shows now. You can't exactly call that stupid. But I think that's the whole reason the announcement came on SmackDown, is because he's Teddy's assistant. Okay. He's been a good little errand bitch for Teddy, and Teddy rewarded him.
True. Okay.
So on the tag titles, I'm calling the All-American Perfection, which is my name. WWE has not given that to them officially. That is a Renegade original.
And if they steal it, we know who to go to. We have people we know.
That's right.
We have contacts.
We got Johnny Laurinaitis.
That's right. Johnny Laurinaitis lives here sometimes. You don't notice, but I notice.
Y'all heard him.
Y'all heard him. He was on our show last time. And Mikey's little impression of him didn't do justice.
No.
Damn stat boy.
Who are you thinking?
I'm thinking like
for the tag titles.
I'm thinking like Aztec said. All-American Perfection is going to win the tag titles, and then Zack's going to win the U.S. title, whatever way it goes.
And I also think Zack's going to win the U.S. title. Fuck, we're still agreeing.
I know.
We got the 2 big title matches. We better fucking disagree here somewhere.
We'll see. We'll see.
Mark Henry versus The Big Show.
They cannot.
You guys like my Big Show T-shirt, by the way?
Yes, the whole orphanage shirt, courtesy of
Knucklehead,
which is now available on DVD, by the way, at Amazon.com, WWE.com.
Walmart, and all your other fine retailers.
That's right. Walmart's only like $5 now already, I think.
That's how good the movie it was.
You know what? I actually like Knucklehead.
So did I.
It's one of the better ones they've put out. Except for honestly, I was able to talk to a friend of mine and talk about the WWE releases, and I told him that I liked Marine, I liked Legendary, and the premise of the new one that Cena's going to be in sounds like it's going to be really good. But I haven't seen 12 rounds. I've yet to see the Marine 2.
If you've seen the Marine, you've seen 12 rounds.
Yeah, I heard it was the same way.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fail. Maybe that's why my friend laughed it off too. He probably felt the same way.
I think Legendary has been John Cena's best movie so far, but I do think that Knucklehead, out of the movies I've seen, is the best WWE film so far.
Yeah, we finally saw Chaperone the whole way through, and I was like, I really waited all this time to see this little bit. I was like, really? It was okay, but sorry, Jade. I know. I'm sorry. I know that's your boy. I know you're in a pout about it, but Chaperone. I hope. What's this other one called that he's in?
Yeah.
The one with the ginger cop from Friends.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Chaperone
I want to
2.
see it.
Chaperone 2. Whatever it was, I think it's the same story. He's been in jail, or whatever. But
Yeah.
But the fact is, this one's more of a action-driven one. Chaperone was more family comedy type stuff. I think the other one looks really good.
Mark Henry versus The Big Show.
Oh yeah, that's where we were. That's right.
I think Mark Henry hasn't had the belt long enough to drop it yet.
Damn it.
Somebody made a good point online. I forget who actually said this, but they said that if The Big Show won, he'd be the first person to beat WWE, WCW, ECW, and World Heavyweight Champion.
And at the end of the day, nobody else can do that. I don't think.
No. Because the ECW title is defunct.
The WCW title's been defunct.
And I don't think there's anybody else that held the ECW and the WCW title.
I don't think there is.
No. So the Big Show is the only person that can do that and make that history. And it's another one of those things. Like I said earlier about Eve, he will make that history. Not right now. I think the Hall of Pain still needs to expand a couple more wings, add some more names to the back of its T-shirt. Going for Mark Henry. Possibly by DQ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or even a Big Show win via DQ, but Mark Henry's going to walk out of Vengeance with the championship.
I was going to say, I'm not going to say, I will simply say that Mark Henry will retain his World Heavyweight Championship. Shenanigans or not, Mark Henry's leaving as champ. So we agree again at the end of the day.
Which brings us to the main event.
Should be.
Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena. Last man standing match.
Now, let me say this. The last time that John Cena, the last 2 times, I'll even go back 2 times. The last 2 times John Cena was in a pay-per-view last man standing match, the first time he was booked and didn't show. Because Randy Kennedy his ass the week before, and Kennedy tore his pec off his bone. He didn't show up for that. The last time his last man standing match, he outsmarted the big dopey 8 Batista by taping his ankles to the post. Granted, Batista couldn't stand up, and that's funny, but it totally killed Batista. It totally killed any credibility he had. So the I Quit match was meaningless after that. Although it did get rid of Batista, which was a good thing. This one...
But then Batista came back in the form of Mason Ryan, so we didn't really get rid of him.
But, I like Mason...
Just lasered the tattoos off.
I like Mason loads better already than I do Batista, ever. But Mason's got at least we've come to watch him and stuff, things like that. He seems like he's enjoying himself more than Batista ever did.
I'll give you that.
I really do. And he's a young guy. He's got loads of years ahead of him. He's going to start whooping some ass.
Okay.
Now, on to Cena. Cena picked the stipulation because JR made Michael Cole tap out. Credibility lost. Then he attacked Alberto after the match, which makes him look like a fucking pansy and a coward.
And a heel.
Can't be a heel, Cena. Can't do it. And counted the 10 over Alberto's fallen body. Alberto came to SmackDown and almost made the Big Show tap out on Friday night. Alberto is driven. He's not the youngest champion right now. James Storm is younger than him, believe it or not. I didn't know this till I read it.
By only like a week or
Only
something.
like a week or something. But you know what? He's not the youngest guy on the roster, but he just came off a hot tour in his homeland. John Cena. We all have discussed this. Every single show on this channel has talked about the need of a break from Superman. And I dare say even John somewhere is thinking, I need a break. So maybe, just maybe, the WWE Universe will be adhered to, and Alberto will win the 10 count match. That's not saying standing match.
The only thing that makes me not think that the break is in the cards right now, it's not written in the stars, if you will,
God damn it. Why you gotta say
is
that with
the
her
fact
friend? What?
that Survivor Series is around the corner.
Right.
And he's already being billed teaming with The Rock.
Right.
Now, what we could have is The Rock doing something like he did at WrestleMania, taking Cena out and Cena being out of action until Mania.
Mm-hmm.
But for that storyline to work, The Rock would have to be back.
Yeah.
The Rock would have to show up, at the very least, at TLC, the Rumble, and Chamber. At the very least.
If not on Raw here and there. I don't. Break is not the right word. Break from the championship picture.
He
Would
definitely
be-
needs a break from the championship picture, and I've been saying this for at least 3 years now.
Yeah.
John Cena needs to take a backseat role, kind of linger in what a lot of internet geeks call mid-card hell, mainly the tag team picture, and use his star power to latch onto an Evan Bourne, to latch onto a Mason Ryan.
Let them latch onto him. Yeah,
So,
exactly. Yeah.
And bring them up to main event status, so that when John has to leave and retire, when Randy has to finally hang it up, when Christian is done, Kane is done, Big Show, Undertaker,
Triple H finally steps away. Yeah.
they've got people already groomed to take that spot.
Yep. The same friend that I talked about with the W Studios, we talked about the young guys coming up and how there's so many guys just on the cusp of greatness. But WWE won't hand them the ball to run. They're still relying on these tired-ass workhorses like Cena, like Orton, like Hunter. And these guys ain't getting any younger. They're not getting any healthier. Cena's a ticking time bomb of injury. You know, Orton, you never know. You know, Triple H wrestles once or twice a year now. Undertaker hasn't wrestled since Mania, if you can call that match wrestling.
He's another person that's been talked about for that Team WWE Survivor Series match.
If anybody will stand up for the WWE establishment and stand up to fight for WWE, it would be The Undertaker. We've seen that. So,
End of the day, I'm going with Alberto Del Rio to retain.
as am I.
God damn it.
I know, we agreed on every single match. Every single match. The dad...
This was a horrible prediction show, and the
Really?
fact that we agreed on every episode.
Yep.
But I think at least we gave our fans some good in-depth analysis as to why we think things are going to go the way they're going to go.
Yeah, and hopefully we're not so far off the mark that we're sitting in the bar on Sunday going, God damn, we're
Right.
stupid.
Now, one thing I do want to touch on.
Uh-huh.
We sat through SmackDown, and I teased to you that there was a big announcement made. And I guess they decided to edit that out of SmackDown. Are you curious to know what this announcement is?
Oh, you're not gonna comment on this now, are you? You're gonna piss me off at the end of the show.
I'm not trying to piss you off.
I know you're not. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You told me you didn't know, so obviously
But
you do know.
I do know now. Yeah.
Mil Mascaras is the first person announced for WWE's 2012 Hall of Fame, and he is to be inducted by his nephew, Alberto Del Rio.
All right.
Is it his destiny?
It is his destiny to be in the Hall of Fame.
I have a tasty beverage.
I'm glad you do. I'm about to throw mine across the fucking room, and this is your room, so I can't do that. Because there's a really cool image of their every bear in Disney heaven over there that I don't want to knock down. It's a badass image. I don't want to mess that down. Okay.
I was going to say, that this isn't a room, Jeffrey. This is a studio.
Whatever.
And this is the door to Narnia.
Well, I know.
And outside in what some people call a living room is actually the green room for the studio. So, you know, let's try and keep the kayfabe just a little bit.
Dude, CM Punk has blown kayfabe out of the water the last 6 months. So. Okay.
Mil Mascaras.
Mil Mascaras. Every single author of every single wrestling book that I have read that has mentioned Mil Mascaras has lampooned his masked ass for being horrible, for being selfish, for being a prima donna, for being a little prancy boy that goes on his tiptoes and thinks he's funny. He sucks. I don't understand why, just because Alberto is one of your marquee stars, you have to throw his goddamn uncle in the Hall of Fame. It is ridiculous. It's the same ridiculousness that puts Drew Carey in the Hall of Fame. The same ridiculousness that puts Vern Gagne in the WWE Hall of Fame. Vern Gagne and his son battled the WWE for 31 years, give or take a year. Vince put them out of business. But because Vince signed a big old fat check for AW Library, I'll take your Hall of Fame ring, sure. And now what's he doing? He is beating up his fellow old people in the home. Vern Gagne is crazy. And now they're going to induct Mil Mascaras. You know what? I want to see? I want to see Mil Mascaras walk to the podium, keel over, and have him buried in his mask, just like El Santo. El Santo deserves a place in the Hall of Fame. Not Mil Mascaras. Absolutely not. God damn it.
I disagree with you here, and I may be alone in this. You, the viewers out there, let us know what you think. I think Mil Mascaras definitely deserves a place. I think Mil Mascaras is one of the godfathers of Lucha Libre wrestling. Definitely helped bring Lucha Libre to the masses in a commercial way. Even though commercial isn't always better. You know, he transcended into movies just like El Santo did. And some of that stuff, you know. But I definitely consider him one of the true legends and godfathers of Lucha Libre. So when you figure you've got a company with the likes of Rey Mysterio, Alberto Del Rio, Guerreros, yes, thank you for jumping the gun there on me.
Oh, there's only one girl left in the friggin' company now.
You know, you've got a company that employs these names. You've got guys like Evan Bourne, Kofi Kingston, even to a degree Bryan Danielson, who have studied the Lucha Libre style. I mean, hell, you want to play 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon here real quick. Danielson was trained by Shawn Michaels, who was trained by Jose Lothario. Okay. He's gotten Lucha training. All these guys have grown up on the Lucha style, so you know Mil Mascaras was an influence for a lot of them. And while he may not have been a mainstay in the WWE, which I do question their judgment there, like I've questioned some of their other judgment in putting people in, like your Bachwinkles, you know, I think that in the grand scheme of history, since the WWE Hall of Fame seems to be the only one that fucking matters these days, he deserves a place. So I guess we finally did disagree on one thing. It just had jack shit to do with the pay-per-view.
And it took 20 fucking minutes plus to make it happen.
So, for Dad's on Wrestling episode 45, I'm JJ Williams.
I'm pissed off.
And we will see you probably either Sunday or Monday with our thoughts on Vengeance.